asking, you know where I'm going with that. Hey, AJ, man, it's all good, man. You can come back to the chest tomorrow, man. We know you're busy today. But speaking of that, man, Sam Howell, after taking all them sacks, in a game, you feel kind of hurt. Your body be hurt. You start limping. Like, man, but you want to go back out there for more opportunities. So you like, I'm hurting for another opportunity to do something with this offense because, man, they have started off so slow, but they just kept winning. And you know what they say, winning cures everything. Does it really? Is it just the same? My favorite saying for them Philly fans is you always put the cheese before the steak, and I ain't never seen no chef do that. I don't understand why y'all talking about that. But what percentage of the blame do you give Jalen Hurts for that loss, Dave?
There you go first. Can I go first in this one? I ain't go first.
Let him go.
Sorry.
Look, you want back to back. Go ahead.
He was ready. He was ready.
Hold up, Dave. No, I got this one, Dave.
My name is Dave. Hold on.
Those were the Kanye. He just touched the mic.
Hey, look, my bad. Nah, you came right on time, Warren. But public announcement for all the viewers who are watching us now in the chat. I want y'all to understand that what I'm about to say has everything. What I'm about to say is directly towards Eagle fans that's been chirping all year in our NFL chat. So if you want to know what they've been saying, just become a member, all right? And then we can put you in the NFL chat. So don't take it personal. Don't say I'm a hater. It's just a response to what I've been hearing all year. Now, back to the public announcement. But back to the program. Dave and Tomo, when the Eagles beat the Commanders, did they not say, is that a shootout? Is that a shootout? Did Hurts win a shootout? And what did I say? Hurts always in a position when he plays with the league and there's no pressure. Even though he played with the league all year, all game. Oh, they should have ran the ball more. Isn't he an all-pro quarterback? If the Jets and Aaron Rodgers is playing and they didn't run the ball a lot, will we cry about them running the ball? If the Chargers lost a game and they didn't run the ball a lot, will we be crying about them not running the ball? If Mahomes and the Chiefs had a game and they didn't run the ball a lot, will we be crying about them? If Dak, all right, when Dak does it, and when we kill Dak about they need to run the ball, it's all because we don't trust Dak, right? So why are we telling people about the Eagles? They should have ran the ball more if you got an all-pro quarterback. If I'm a team, if they don't run the ball a lot, I get it. I get what you're saying, but you're putting the ball in an all-pro quarterback. That's what I've been hearing all year.
Let him cook.
Do y'all know that the Eagles have not allowed a point off of a turnover all year until the Jets game? Do y'all know that? I mean, what team has the luxury of that? I've been saying all year, I would take Justin Herbert over Jalen Hurts with this roster. Oh, Hurts is a winner. Man, I get what you're saying. He has some intangibles, but don't you get that he has the best offensive line? He had Swift. He had Miles Sanders last year. He had Dallas Goedert. He had A.J. Brown. He had Devontae Smith. He had the all-time sack leaders on defense. He had the best secondary on defense. We're not talking about Bradbury and Slade, who are two all-pro quarterbacks. Gardner Smith was leading league interceptions last year. He had all that. Sound like another quarterback we keep bashing named Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy got all the weapons, but he assistant quarterback.
Dang, I would have
Tabernacle. Go ahead, man. You preaching today.
They had four turnovers yesterday. Out of those 4 turnovers, they only allowed 11 points. And 8 of those points, they gave it away. So 3 turnovers allowed 3 points. And you didn't win that game, and Zach Wilson was the opponent? Are you serious? This is about to shock y'all. Listen to this. Jalen Hurts right now, right? First of all, he played with the lead the whole game until he threw almost a pick six. The most pressure Jalen Hurts have ever seen, I've seen personally, right? Jalen Hurts had 6 interceptions last year. This year, he has 7. Did say yes,
season, huh?
Do you know that Jalen Hurts is second in the league in interception right now behind Jimmy G, tied with Mac and Cheese, Mac Jones?
What the turnovers at?
Did y'all know that? Also, he is 15th in completion percentage and 20th in QB rating. Wow. But people like AJ, all all pro, right? That's what he said, right? They held Swift to 10 rushes, 18 carries. 10 carries, 18 rush yards. The offensive line didn't hold up. So now we need to see how you look like in Justin Herbert's situation, or in Patrick Mahomes' situation, or in Dak Prescott's situation against the Cardinals. They dog put Dak Prescott to the Cardinals. The whole offensive line was gone. I mean, come on now. So this is crazy. He had 50 dropbacks. 21 of them he was pressured. That was 42% of his passes. Hurts when he's pressured more than 40% of the time, he's 3-7. You guys know that? He's 3-7. I just told y'all Sam Howell plays better under pressure. All right. And look at this. The Eagles are 0-4 when Jalen Hurts throws 40 or more passes. 0-4. So if he's throwing the ball heavy, they're not going to win the game.
It is my pen.
So, yes, they should have ran the ball more. Yes, the receivers were dropping balls. But, yeah, Devontae Smith dropping wobbling passes. But y'all give Hurts credit when he catches contested passes. He caught passes against the Commanders over 2 players. But who get the stat line also? Jalen Hurts. Oh, let's see that pass he made. Now, Tomo, I know you already did, but we got publicly dropping. A.J. Brown's number 1. He's number 1. A.J. Brown is him. All right, I gotta give him his props. He's been balling, even though he went against backups. I mean, the top 3 cornerbacks were gone yesterday. That's another reason why they. How you throw 3 interceptions and 3? You know what the Jets say. You know what? Since 3 of y'all gone, we gonna get an interception for each one of y'all. I got a ball for you, Sauce. I got a ball for you, Reed. I got a ball for all of y'all. All right. So my whole thing is, yes, Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback. For you Eagles fans who's watching, who's not in the chat, he's a good quarterback. I respect him. But people in the chat put him up there, top 2 in the league. Are you serious? Top 3 in the league? Are you serious? No, because we finally saw Hurts in a situation when they asked him to win them the game, and he actually lost them the game. So you know what he gets? He gets 99% of the blame. 99%. Because he's an all-pro quarterback, and this is his team. And he threw the interception that caused the lead to change to the Jets. So, yeah, 99%.
No, it's like a roller coaster. Yeah, we're gonna let you go next, Dave.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
and 4?
He took all my points. He took everything out.
Oh, my bad, Dave.
But I do got this to say too, though. They say they should have ran the ball more. Can we give credit to the Jets defense for not allowing them to be able to run the ball? Because they ran the ball 22 times. I think that's a good amount to run the ball. Mm-hmm. They only had 80 yards. And most of the yards was from Jalen Hurts. I'm pretty sure he wasn't lined up in the backfield. So if you take away 47 yards, that means overall they didn't really do what they needed to do because the Jets' rush defense was in the backfield all night. They only averaged 3.6 yards a carry. And the only rushing touchdown they had last night was from Jalen Hurts. They couldn't run the ball. Plain and simple. DeAndre Swift he ran the ball 10 times. I mean, that's not a lot for you running back, of course. But what can you do when you're only averaging 2 yards a carry? You only averaging 2 yards a carry, so how far are you really going to go? So, and then his QBR was a 54, which is piss poor. Sorry, I'm just calling it what it is. And then his passer rating was a 59.5, also piss poor. So he didn't play particularly well. He could have thrown 2 more picks at the end of that game, but he didn't. He only threw 3. And this was not. You got to give him. You got to give him majority of the blame. I don't know if I'm gonna go as far as 99, but I'm gonna give him at least 85% of the blame. Because at the end of the day, you're the quarterback. I mean, outside of that, he threw for 280 yards. So he almost had another 300-yard game. He did throw a touchdown. A.J. Brown did have a great game. He averaged 18 yards a catch, pretty much almost 19. seven catches for 130 some yards. So he balled out. So we can't put that on him. But not only did they drop passes, but he also overthrew them sometimes. He underthrew them sometimes. So yeah, we got to give him his just due for losing this game. So Jalen Hurts, this is majority on you. We can't put this on the defense. We cannot put it on the defense whatsoever. No. And you were missing two of your best players. Jalen Carter was not there, and Darius Slay wasn't there, and your defense still played great. So this is not on the defense at all. You got to give majority to Jalen Hurts because this is not a good game by him by any stretch of the imagination. And this is pretty much almost the same percentage I would give Brock Purdy. So I'm not doing this just because of the Eagles. I would give Brock Purdy the same amount because he didn't play well yesterday. So Jalen Hurts, you get 85% of the blame.
I don't even know where I can go with this. I mean, though, somebody told me, they said when you talk about my quarterback, make sure you put AP before the name. So I got you. Another pick hurts. Another play. So he can throw another pick. That's crazy. I told y'all they lost the alphabet bowl. JETS, Jets. ELE. How the lady spell it? Eagle. I can't even say how she spelled the Eagles on it. This is insane. But I told y'all sit up here all year. Oh, Jalen Hurts, all pro. He better than Dak Prescott because he made the Super Bowl. I said, don't worry about it. Y'all want to jump him up there after 1 year? You can do that. I believe in the kid. He's good. But when your situation and your foundation around you is sustainable, then everything's going to look good. But when it get a little shaky, the true quarterback going to come out. When Dak Prescott was drafted, what happened? Best O-line. He had Zeke. He had Jason Witten. Defense wasn't that good, but he had the offensive line there to protect him so he can make smart plays. One thing Joe said that I found funny is that he's 0-4 with 30 or more attempts.
40
or more.
40 or more.
0-4. Why Fox ain't put that up there? Because I remember a stat that y'all love to bring up when my quarterback was there. When Zeke get over 100 yards, the Cowboys are guaranteed to win. So no. Bring these stats up because these stats need to be here. Now, as far as percentage, my man said 99. Man, the last time I seen 99 was either on hand sanitizer or a pregnancy test. Jalen, that's crazy. Jalen, that is upsetting. So for me, I thought I was gonna be wild with the 85 to 90 that I was about to give him because I'm like that offensive line, the best offensive line in the league, did not look like the best offensive line in the league. So
I will say this though, Lane Johnson did go down in the game.
They hurt. They missing two offensive line.
No. See. That's why I got this shirt on today because when we played the Jets, our starting five wasn't there. Our starting five was not there. And if y'all want to go back and look at the score, that same defensive line was there and Sauce was there.
Trayvon got hurt too, right?
Trayvon didn't play that game.
No, he didn't play.
No, he got hurt after that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He played
hurt.
He
got hurt the Jets before the Cardinals, right?
Yeah.
He got hurt
week 2. No, he got hurt in practice. Yeah. Then we went and played the Cardinals.
Man, he got hurt in practice.
But that offensive line wasn't there. So I'm just saying, when y'all sit up here and talk about Lane Johnson went down in the game, you gotta think about it. I told y'all when you talk about football, you want to set the table because if you don't set the table and the rabbit get that gun or the eagle get the gun, then your arguments look a little funny. So all I'm gonna say is this: look, Jalen Hurts had 6 interceptions last year, all last year. Week 6 is when he had those 6 interceptions. So from week 6 on up, he did not turn the ball over. It is now week 6 this year. He has 7. I told y'all, man. Them turnovers, man. Don't talk about somebody else's quarterback because when them turnovers get to happening to you, it gets ugly. Another thing I want to point out is the reason why I wanted to give him 90%. Joe, you brought this up. My A.J. Brown being a number 2 receiver. He was a complimentary receiver last year. He clearly showed everybody after he yelled at that boy on the sideline during that Bucs game that this is his team. You gonna throw me the ball because I'm gonna get open, okay? So I'm gonna give y'all this. I told y'all I'm gonna say if I said it on air, I'm gonna say it here. AJ Brown is the number 1 receiver with the Eagles. You can clearly see that. Over 5 games, I think he had 4 of them that was over 120. And he only had like 6 or 7 targets in each of, 6 or 7 receptions in each of these games. But you mean to tell me I got 131 yards? One of the plays before we was about to score again, I caught it on the outside on the sideline. Deep pass. I caught that tough catch. Last play of the game, who you throwing the ball to? Why am I doing an out route and you chugging it up to Devontae Smith? Now I see why he yelled at you. I see exactly why he yelled at you, because I'm always open. So throw me the ball. Kev, you could clip this up. If he always open, throw him the ball. It's clear as day that y'all forcing him the ball now, and he's making plays when you do it. Goddard don't get the ball like he used to. Smith, when he had his chances to get the ball, he was dropping them. So again, look, that offensive line that y'all talking about, they getting older. They went up against a young defensive core that was hungry. Told y'all the Jets defense. Y'all said the Jets is a bad team. I said, no, their offense is bad. Their defense is good.
Their offense game looking little. Zach Wilson looking a little better. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, long as Mama Kelsey in the skybox, Zach Wilson gonna win games, or at least make it look good. You see what he did against the Chiefs. So to me, 85 to 90% on Hurts, but we'll see where they go after this.
Can I answer this question right here? He said, "What's the winning percentage league wide over 40% y'all burn?" First of all, it ain't 0. Let's say that. All right. And in the first of all, this year, Justin Herbert did it twice this year already. But in the last 2 years, this year and last year, Justin Herbert, the guy I keep comparing him to, right? He lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 5 when throwing 41 attempts. So he has a winning record while throwing more than 40 plus attempts. Jalen Hurts is 0 and 4 because their situations are different. I'm sorry. So, and lastly, the reason why I give him 99% is okay. The reason because they ain't run the ball a lot.
What coaches?
You put the ball
offensive coach.
So look, the reason why I put the most blame on him is because I can't blame the offensive line. They're hurt. They're injured. And first of all, let's say here, the only All-Pro I see on that offense right now, right? Only All-Pro. He's an All-Pro. And A.J. Brown was an All-Pro, I believe, last year. A.J. Brown showed up. He did his part. I mean, he threw a pass to A.J. Brown, dropped it right in the bucket, and he caught it. No, he didn't drop right in the bucket. A.J. Brown timed that jump perfect, actually played defense on the defender and actually boxed him out and caught it, right? So, and kept his feet in bound. I can't put on A.J. Brown. I'm not going to put on Devontae Smith because Devontae Smith made 50-50 plays all the time. All the time. I mean, that's like his bailout. When things are in trouble, throw it to Devontae Smith. He's going to make the 50-50 ball every time. All right? And so that's that. I can't give it to the defense. The defense showed their tails off. And the game was in your hands. You were up the whole game until you threw the interception that almost turned to a pick six. So that's why I give all the blame to him because they still would have won that game if that pick wasn't thrown because the defense would have did their part. They would have punt the ball, they would have did their part, you still would have won the game. And then y'all would have came here and said, all Hurts do is win. No matter how ugly you look, all he does is win. He finds a way to win. Well, he found a way to lose yesterday. So he gets most of the blame.
And I know we got to get out of here because the chats want to see what the Cowboys going to do after this. But all I'm going to say is this. I told y'all it's no fun when you have to defend a game like this. Because when Dak went out there and threw that pick against the Cardinals, Joe said the same exact words to me. He's like, look, man, the defense wasn't playing as good as they was, but Dak threw the pick in the red zone. It's his fault. I'm sorry.
With no offensive line, by the way.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Smitty did drop a couple passes, but like I said, there were times where he was wide open and he overthrew him or he underthrew him. So,
but it didn't cost him the game, though. Did the drops cost the game at all?
No.
I don't even know they allowed points after that possession.
The fact that the announcers kept saying what you said, Joe, is the fact that the Eagles don't allow points when they turn the ball over. I think the Jets only got, 11 points off of the turnovers?
And they was given 8. I mean, they just walked in the end zone. The Eagles let them score.
Yeah, and that was after the pick.
The Eagles probably would have held him out the end zone for real. like I'm telling you, like they was balling.
Now that was a strategy. It was
Well-
like let them score so we can get the ball back.
That's what I'm saying.
Kevin,
Like,
I'm not sure.
They should have stopped them and settled for the field goal, and so they can get their kicker to get the opportunity.
True.
Mhm.
That's what they should have did.
I'll say this too, though. I don't know if you were here when I said this, but your run game wasn't moving the ball well. Other than Jalen Hurts, there was no one else really doing anything.
Yeah.
Swift only had 1.8 yards per carry. That's not moving the ball. The only way you can move the ball is if you got Jalen Hurts scrambling. That's the only way that he was be able to get anything. So I can understand why your OC wasn't calling any run plays because it wasn't working.
And I know y'all don't want to hear it, but this is the one game where your offensive line got beat up. Like the Jets brought it to y'all. Like that's just simple. That's just the fact of the matter. They brought it to y'all. And that what's his it? Quincy Williams. I'm sorry. He was on y'all run game. He was the one stopping all the runs.
Yeah, it's Quentin Williams.
Both of them got a turnover. Him and his brother.
Facts.
Brotherly love.
No brotherly shoves yesterday, but let's get on out of here before we get brotherly shoved up off these cameras.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.